Welcome to EdScoop TV. I'm Wyatt Kash, and I'm here today with Steve Langford. Steve is the CIO for Beaverton School District. Steve, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Before we start, tell me a little about the current size of your district, number of students you serve, and the size of your IT staff.
Sure. The Beaverton School District is just outside of Portland, Oregon, in Beaverton. We have almost 41,000 students across 51 schools. We serve 5,000 staff. Our staff in IT numbers just under 80, with 50 serving centrally in various roles in IT, and 30 being stationed out in schools for direct support.
It's a big operation.
It's a big operation.
Keeps you busy.
Yeah.
So thank you for taking time to break away and join us.
Sure.
Tell us a little bit about your top tech priorities for your school district as you look ahead to the coming school year and beyond.
Sure, I think, and there's a few of them. I think our priority for the immediate priority for the coming year is going to be evaluating the technologies that students and staff use in their work and learning against what we need to be purchasing. We are midpoint through a bond, and we had the great benefit of being able to deploy devices one-to-one in our grades 4-12. And it's now time, as we start to think about refreshing that program for the second half of the bond, for us to think about what devices align with the content, curriculum, and the tasks that students are being able to do. So this year for us is going to be an evaluation year. We're really going to study that as a system. I think our second priority is in the area of data privacy and security. We are just completed a security audit, and so we are working through the findings from that, and then that has led us also to be thinking about how we share our practices with regard to security and student data privacy with our community.
Tell me a little about maybe a project that you've completed recently that you're particularly proud of in the area of education technology.
One area where I think the teams did very, very well, it was really a collaborative effort between our technology teams and our teaching and learning teams, was kind of in the area of, and it came from the bond, but thinking about how students, as we prepared for a one-to-one, it wasn't just about getting devices and getting them out into schools, and there was a lot of excitement about the devices. But the teams worked together to really understand how the practice of teaching would change and could change, supported by technology. How content and curriculum could be shifted and enhanced by using technology devices and tools. And then finally the devices themselves. And so we took that approach that rather than just go purchase a number of devices, which would have generated a lot of excitement, but maybe not have been so impactful to the organization, we slowed down and we really studied it together with our teaching and learning colleagues so that we could understand the needs and really try and best fit the technology tools and applications to what we're asking teachers to do in their practice and what we're asking students to learn. So there was a combination of, for example, devices that we mentioned, but also learning management system, which we put in place this last fall. And there's been a great deal of excitement as teachers first examine their practice and then we're given the tools now to put the pieces together. And it's just generated a lot of positive momentum in our district.
Well, you're a member of the CoSN board, and I know one of the things that was released just in advance of this year's conference was a new paper regarding cybersecurity practices. Can you share a little bit about the thought behind that and kind of how you see translating that into a district like yours?
Yeah, in my opinion, it's a great tool, a great resource for districts around the country. And cybersecurity, student data privacy is not something that is a large district or a small district problem. It really is our responsibility as custodians and holders of personal data, staff data, student data. And so I think that for us, we looked at the trusted learning environment, and it is a great resource, and we are actively planning to pursue the seal. And I think it's important because our community Now, there's increasing awareness around the value of identity theft issues, and it's important for us to be able to be transparent with them and demonstrate areas where we are employing best practices and areas where we need to grow.
And talk to me about another initiative around the cloud, a document that kind of helps schools understand some of the considerations. What was behind that, and again, how would you translate that into your district?
Yeah, I think the many districts are in that hybrid environment, and that including Beaverton. We began our journey a number of years ago, and now I think there's some great benefits to cloud computing, and for us, it's a matter of, as we have needs in the organization, we look and say, where is the best fit to meet those needs? And so I think our journey, we will probably continue to be a hybrid environment, but cloud is certainly an area where we look first to see if we are able to leverage a solution.
And lastly, just thinking about your membership as part of CoSN, what do you say are the biggest challenges and needs for executives like yourself in K-12 school systems, either developmentally or resources, but what do you think are some of the top challenges that you and your peers are facing right now?
Well, I can speak for myself. I think one of the challenges I have is that we're running a technology arm of an organization, usually pretty thinly staffed, and so resources are stretched, which means that we don't always take the time to focus on those things that are important to us, like professional development. And I think CoSN resolves and supports that challenge by connecting us with peers across the country. Because as I've found in conversations, many of us are tackling the exact same issues. And there's great value in, rather than trying to solve the problem alone, being in a community where you've got trusted peers and you've got relationships to lean on and rely upon, and it just accelerates all of our work. And in my opinion, it allows us to provide better service to teachers and students.
Well, Steve, thanks so much for taking a few minutes to share some of your insights with us. Appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you very much.
Great. I'm Wyatt Kash with EdScoop TV. Thanks for watching today.